Hi, and welcome back to my channel. We are playing the game called Ostriv. It's a game that I love very much, much to the fact that it is a beautiful game. Looks beautiful and it's fun to play and it's kind of easy to play, even though I'm asking a lot of questions while doing the recordings and commenting on it. And that's just to see if there is any suggestions on how I should change the game or change how I play the game, because I tend to get stuck to a pattern where I play a game in the same way over and over again. So getting your thoughts and your insights on how to play the game is quite valuable, quite good for me, and it makes me think different about how I play the game, and that makes it even more challenging and more fun to play the game. So thank you for your suggestions in the comments of my previous videos. But jumping right into the game, the city is getting quite busy, I would say. People are, I don't say they are running. When I speed up the game, it looks like they're running, but they're busy doing their things. And there is a lot of things for them to do, as I have added a lot of production houses and places where things are needing their helping hand to be done. So here by the lake, I have placed down more houses just to have more people doing the chores, and I'm also placing down the, is it called the cart shed, where people work pushing around the carts in town and transporting the stuff from one place to another. Yeah, at least I'm placing that one down just so that we can have more help with the transportation of stuff. And I think that will be a nice addition to town. And looking at like the granary, I said in the last episode that we are sometimes running low on some things, and right now it seems like adding the second farm was a good choice, just so that we could increase our production of like potatoes and sunflowers and all the stuff that we can eat and use in the city. That was a good one because now we are getting our storages up, so we have a lot more to use during the cold winter. And the tradesmen are coming into town quite often. And now that we are producing more, I tend to just trade off some of the, it's mostly flour and buckwheat and the sunflower oil that I'm trading off, because like the metal parts that probably would give me more money, I haven't got the storage of that yet because the poor smithy is still struggling after I let my city almost, it was empty. It didn't have any iron. And also I had some struggles with the forestry. When I removed the old one and added a new one, there was a halt, or the production stopped. And I'm still struggling with getting my wood balance up again. So that is also something that that we're seeing the effects of in this game, as I'm struggling to get the buildings done due to the lack of wood. And I have two workers at the forestry right now, but I guess I will have to add some more just to get the production up at the level that is above what we are using, but not right now. And as you're seeing, I still have the white lines. That is due to this being the same game session I had one night, sitting in my couch playing. So I still haven't stopped the game and started it over to see if that fixed that problem. And as I'm new to this YouTube live and recording and commenting and editing videos, I tend to not comment while I play, because I'm sitting in my couch in the evening playing, and my husband is right next to me watching TV. And I guess it would be kind of strange commenting on my game while he is sitting next to me. And also it would be quite disturbing for him. So I'm still trying to figure out how I can do this recording more efficiently, because right now I'm spending a lot of time editing videos and then doing the comments after I have edited the video. And if there is any creators out there having any suggestions for which programs I should use to make this easier and stuff like that, please comment, because I'm more than willing to spend some money on making this process both better and easier and more fun for me. But it is fun, it just takes a lot of time right now. And maybe this is the way it's done. But earlier there were a sign above one of the houses. Maybe it is there right now also. It says there were lacking clothes. I can imagine that you would want to have clothes if your clothes is torn and worn and yeah, but I'm not used to them shouting for clothes, I guess. But I will have to get into making some clothes, and I guess I won't be into the warm clothes yet, as I do not have the wool or the broadcloth. I don't know what that is translated into. I would have to Google that to see what it is. But making textile from the flax or the hemp and then making some normal clothes, that I will have to get into right now. And I'm selling off a lot of my sunflower oil. And I set the trade post to not store the sunflower oil, so I use some, or the workers use some time to collect them and add them to the trade post. I guess maybe I should just store it there in a quantity that I feel confident about selling. But I want to get the production of the oil up and stable at the level where I know that the granaries also hold some of this to provide for my people, not just to provide for other people. But what do you do? Do you store it at the trade post when you have the low amount in the city as I do? Or do you do what I do and just transfer them to the trade post when you have made a deal with somebody? Please let me know. And yeah, the cart shed, I think it's called that again. It's up and running, or it's not running because I need some carts to be produced, but I'll add some of them into the game now. Actually, adding a lot of them into the game, and also having some workers or work slots available for people to fill them, because I feel like this will get the transportation up and running at a higher pace. I will also consider getting into the horses, just for the many things the horses can do, but that is quite a long production chain. So I don't know. Maybe I will get into it just because horses are cute. And the weaver's workshop is up and it's not running because I don't have any hemp or flax in my city and I need to get somebody working in that place. I think I set one of the fields to produce flax actually, so that we can have some textile being produced, and then we will have the other workshop up also before we can have the clothes in the city. Yeah, it's the tailor we need. The weaver makes the textile and the tailor makes the clothes out of the textile, and the tailor can produce both normal clothing and warm clothing depending on what you have in the city and which production limits you have set in the tailor's house. So yeah, that's also quite the production chain to get some clothes on the bodies of our citizens. But I guess that is important because you don't want to, they shouldn't run around without clothes, I think. That wouldn't be decent. and it would be really cold, I guess. But yeah, placing the tailor up in the map, I don't know if it's up or if it's down. It's on the other edge of the map from where the farms are, just because I want to expand the city that way also. Um, Eventually, I will have to put down a slaughterhouse also, and I think that one will maybe be placed there because I feel kind of bad for the cows if the slaughterhouse is next to the cowshed, like saying goodbye to the friends and or friend that is being taken away by the slaughter and yeah, never returning. So that's not a happy place for the cows, but it's a necessary place for me to have in the city. I'm still looking for some other place where the iron might be because I have a dream of becoming the Iron Woman of this town, but no, it's not looking good. I don't think there is any other than the field that I found over on the other side of the map. But yeah, jumped right into fall again, and we have the flax production or the flax. Yeah, the flax has been taken off the fields, and now we can make some textiles from that flax. And I have also placed down a lot more storage houses for the warehouses for where we can store this. I guess right now we haven't got a surplus of it, so it won't be necessary to store much, but at least we will have those placed down and a place to store it when we reach that level. And as a bonus, the flax produces the linseed, and those are eaten by other animals. So those are a product we can use for the animals that will come into our game soon. So that is good, although it's not producing much, there is some production of that one also. And yeah, we have a lot more cows. The cows are making baby at the speed of rabbits, I think, but that is good. It makes me able to have the oxen for the farms, and it also makes me able to do some slaughtering of some of the animals just to mostly for my own curiosity, how much beef do we get into the city by slaughtering a young cow or an old cow or a bull, and just to see what is the next steps in that production chain also, like the hides turning into the leather and stuff like that. But if you can see, I'm placing down a granary here. It's a small one, but if you look, I'm placing it down beside the chicken farm, as I have added a chicken farm to the city. And again, chickens are something I don't understand that well. I haven't bought any chickens yet. I think I will buy a few and just play around with some of them, and buying a few just to make sure that we have the food to provide them through the winter, because I don't want them dying off because I do not have the food to give them. And I know I can change what the chickens eat, but they don't eat the hay. They just eat the grains that I'm producing. So I have to get a production up uh, for me to be able to have a large chicken population. And yeah, buckwheat, I guess they will eat that. Um, Hopefully, because that is something I tend to have a lot of, because that is my go-to grain when the fields are getting exhausted. And actually, this springtime there were two bulls being born, or during winter, I think one of them was born and the other one was born in the springtime. So I made them oxen, but they're too small yet to be able to be made into oxens that can be used in the field. So I guess maybe during winter or next spring I will have the ability to, or not the ability, but I will be able to to plow the fields, and that will be good because that will make the fields more efficient also. And the windmill, it's still beautiful, but although it's a beautiful building, I'm not sure I'm using it correctly because I tend to employ one person at the windmill, and that one is just making flour like there's no tomorrow, which makes me run out of wheat. So if anybody knows if there is a way to stop the production of the flour at a certain point, please let me know because right now I'm just manually going in and firing the person and then adding it back when I have the enough wheat. And for me to be able to have chickens, I need wheat because they will eat some wheat also to have a variety in their diet. I guess that's very important. A variety in the diets of chickens. And still, no managers at the farms. I'm the manager. I'm doing the crop rotation, and it's working out okay. And yeah, and almost wanting to slaughter a cow just to see how much, but I stayed clear of that right now because I don't really know why. I just I feel bad for them when I place them up for slaughtering. And I know I shouldn't, but I do. And that is something I will just have to work on, maybe. One of my flaws is that I don't like slaughtering animals in the games I play. It's not like I'm against meat or anything. It's just that it feels so wrong that I should choose that cow to go to the slaughter right now. So it gets better when I get more cows and you have to slaughter them just because there is too many cows in a pasture or chickens or anything. It will get better, but right now I'm on the edge whether I should do it or not. But yeah, the tradesman is showing up at our doorstep again, and this tradesman has chickens. So now I buy not many. I buy 6 chicken just to have some in case, yeah, just to have some producing the eggs and producing the hatchlings, chicks, and stuff. So that will be a nice addition to the town. We can have eggs, and maybe later we will have the pigs, and then we can have e- bacon and egg for breakfast. And also adding some of the, or buying some of the wheat so that I have enough. I guess 6 chickens won't eat 1,000 wheat during winter, but maybe they will, maybe not. We will see. And I guess I could just read what the game says about the chickens and how much they eat. But I didn't do that. And also making a change to what the chickens receive to eat so that it's not just wheat, it is a mixture of the linseeds, the barley, the buckwheat, and the wheat. I don't know if wheat is necessary for their diet, but right now we're not using the buckwheat that much, and we're not using the barley at all, and not the linseeds either, so that those can be eaten by the chickens without affecting the people. But I will end this video here right now with the new addition. We got chickens, we got cows, we got lots of cows. They're really producing babies. And I would like to say thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you do, please press the like button and also subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you all are having a great day and that you are enjoying your life wherever you are in the world. And I would like to wish you a goodbye.